To you, Aries. Y'all give me the most views, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you the first video. So, okay, so for you, Aries, you have the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and then you, Aries, also have the Judgment card, right? So watch this video at least up until, 9 minutes. You know what I mean? Would really appreciate it if you did. Anyway, if this video lasts 9 minutes. But the point is that a lot of you Aries very much so are the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Judgment. A lot of you are very aware of the type of people that you will interact with now. You're aware. A lot of you Aries you will be more selective about the quality of the people whom you engage with. And you should. You should be very particular about engaging with specific people. And the reason why you should be particular is because that's your awareness. Like when you see certain people and like you interact with them, you'll be able to see if they are a good match or not. If they are treating you like a human being or not. Because everybody has their own unique love style. But you have to choose which one is good for you. Some people will be possessive, right? Where it's like they don't look at you like a human being, they look at you like an object. You do your own thing, and it's like, how come you ain't pick up your phone? Where have you been? I want to go with you. Why are you going to the store, right? Like they just can't seem to get out of their own zone, and consider the fact that, you Aries have your own life, which means that there will be a point in time where the two of you don't hang out. The two of you do not see each other. There will be a form of separation, especially if you have something to do. There will be a form of separation almost every day or often, because you can't be with the person constantly 24 hours. You have things to do, just like they should have things to do, right? Another love style, right? Another love style is, the love style of, them trying to get you to jump through hoops and all of that other type of stuff, where it's like they're in your life, they're talking to you, but they're really freezing you out because they want you to talk to them and, chase up on after them forever and a day. But then at the same time, even though they know they should be with you and they still have you in their life, they'll go get someone else who's the tool in the situation, who's used as the tool, who's used as the buffer between yourself and them. And then they'll be all hugged up with another person. So you Aries have to be very aware of those types of dynamics so that you can really pay attention to those things to dub them, because the name of the game is that, okay, if you're going to be in a relationship with some of these people, are these people treating you with respect and dignity? Or is it that they're looking at you like some sort of object to be used? You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is that the Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups represents a lot of people don't really know the difference between the two. And it's sad. It's sad that people do not know the difference between legitimately knowing a good mix of how to interact with somebody while treating them as a human being, right? Considering they have their own thing. So the thing is that the Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups is about how, and at that point, when you see a person doing what they're doing, it's up to you now to create a form of separation, right? To create a form of separation, because those are the same type of people who will end up resenting you as it is that you resist. So it is what it is at the end of the day. And the thing is that the Three of Cups represents the people who, care about you from a well-rounded perspective. They're going to have respect for you. They're going to have respect for you. They're going to engage with you. They're going to, and this is what I mean when I say that a decent person like a person who likes you will a person who wants to show you that they're into you a lot, they'll pedestalize you one way or the other. It's up to you to de-pedestalize yourself as well as treat the other person with respect. Because what happens in relationships is that a lot of the times we'll take opportunities from the person who's treating them well, and they'll say, okay, well, this person is treating me with this leverage. Let me go ahead and take advantage of this. And this is where a lot of relationships end up being messed up, because get off of the pedestal and then treat the person with respect. Because at the end of the day, when you leave the person is going to be like, why did I let this person treat me with disrespect, right? You know, you Aries will think the same way if you get mistreated, right? Or they will think the same way if you Aries take the situation and flip it how you want. So I'm saying all that to say that the Three of Cups represents, just pay attention to the people who can actually interact with you from a level perspective. You know, those are the people that you statistically everyone should really go for. And then you have the Knight of Wands and the Star card. So you Aries have a lot of people who would like to be with you. But see, this is what I'm trying to say to you. The question is, are they ready for that? Because yeah, they may want to have you Aries around. They think of you as looking good and all that. Okay, cool, right? Right. Okay. But at the same time, are they ready for that? Do they have the mentality for that? If they interact with you, right, how will they display their liking for you, right? Like, do they respect you? There's this common misconception that I don't respect people who are not born with my uh, equipment. And it's like, that is the furthest thing from the truth. That is the furthest thing from the truth. What I personally, I think the vast majority of them are problems because they don't know how to control their emotions. But when taking them into consideration, do I consider them? Do I consider people who do not have my anatomy, if you know what I mean? Do I consider people who do not have my anatomy people? Yes, consider them, respect for them. I want to listen to what they have to say. I don't objectify them. I want to listen to what they have to say. And quite frankly, I think that if they get over their emotional nonsense, they actually would have a lot of value to offer society as well as themselves. But the emotions is what's jamming a lot of them up, because their emotions and this whatever is making them into terrible people. Because now the so I'm trying so what I'm trying to say for you Aries is that, yeah, you have a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people who will be into you, but what kind of relationship are the two of you going to have, right? You'll have a lot of people who will show you instances in which you should stay away from them at the very beginning, and that you have to be very aware of what's going on. The Knight of Cups and the High Priestess represents how, excuse me, a lot of you Aries will look like you're an amazing choice to a lot of people right now. I'm not even gonna lie. You Aries are wanted by a lot of people, but you have to be very aware so that you don't get caught up in the dysfunctional nonsense. Pay attention. If a person is treating you like trash, don't be in a relationship with them. You know, don't be in a relationship with these people. And see, that's what the High Priestess represent. Okay, they may like you and everything like that, but then you also had a Page of Swords. This is more of a warning, right? What is the way that they like you? Do they like you, Aries, from a perspective of they consider you Aries, right? Because like I said, misconception. I don't think, no. I consider I consider another person's feelings, not even just their feelings. Yes, their feelings, but I consider holistically, I consider another person's well-being. And that's something that a lot of people in society, unfortunately, don't consider. They're so caught up with their own things. It's like, because anybody who can see that, they'll know that something's wrong with you. Not you, but I'm saying the person in question. Anybody who acts like all I care about is what I want, oh, that's a dub. Because they'll know, right? You should know, Aries. Then that means that there's something wrong with that person. Because they're projecting whatever they want onto you as to actually dating you, right? How many times have you, Aries, actually gotten to know people and they only look at you like a body or whatever the case may be? They think you look good and all of that. Okay, they can see you as looking good. I'm not saying, the physical attraction shouldn't be there, right? But what I am saying is that they should also take into consideration, right? Consider you holistically, right? More broadly, well rounded, that you also have a mind on you too. You know a lot of things. You're quite a scientific zodiac sign, You'll state facts, right? You'll make observations. You'll come up with things. And if a person can't look at you holistically, where they have to metaphorically and proverbially dissect you, where it's okay, you're only a body, you're only a mind. That's a person that you don't want to be in a relationship anyway, as you're out here dating. So just take those things into consideration, and don't sweep those things up underneath the rug, right? Don't sweep those things up underneath the rug. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the High Priestess. So for you, Aries, you have the Star card, the Six of Swords, the Hermit, the Justice, and then you, Aries, have the Fool. So to clarify the High Priestess, so that's other people. So the Star card and the Six of Swords, they will like you. They will like you, Aries, quite a lot. You're going to be liked. You're liked right now. A lot of people want to get to know you and find out where you, Aries, are on and get all up in your business. But the Hermit and the Justice card represent this is why Libra is so important. Your shadow side, right? Your opposite zodiac sign. That's why it's so important, because Libra creates the balance in relationships that people very much need. There's this misconception that a healthy relationship is one-sided, and that's hogwash. Make sure that these people wanting what they want and they want and they want and everything like that. And wants is okay. Wants is all right. Everybody has wants. Me, you, everybody. Make sure that those wants are tempered, though, on their part. Meaning that make sure that they can still perceive reality correctly. They're not just looking at you like a projection of what they want. Because that's one thing that a lot of the times people, especially in relationships nowadays, do. They don't look at the other person like a well-rounded person that chooses, that makes their own decision, and they respect their own decision, right? They looking at it like, well, I want you, so because I want you, you need to see things the way that I see it and like me too. And it's like, no, you don't. You, Aries, don't. And see, the Fool card represents here, when you see a person acting like this, that means that it's time for you, Aries, to break out. When they start moving from a perspective of, they only objectify you for whatever they're doing. So a lot of you, Aries, have people into you, but you, Aries, will have to be a detective. You will have to be able to detect, right? Magnifying glass, detect, I got to get me one. The slightest bit of a person who wouldn't really be a very good match because they're gonna be on some nonsense because you see the dysfunction showing up. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Oh, come through and get a personal reading from me. That way I keep the channel going. If you need any help with these readings or your own situation, you can feel free to contact me. The link to that is in the comment section below. And we're coming up on 20,000 subscribers. Shout outs, shout outs. And while I'm at it, I'm also thinking about making a Aries tarot reading only channel. Let me know in the comment section. I'm considering it.